Hello good people, welcome back to yet another video. I would love to share with you some story. This is a story time video, but let me switch off something that's on. Done. So I'd like to share with you some story time video. You're spending a chill moment with me, so I'm going to give you this story time video while I do my mini skincare, so you can just watch along with me. And then oh yeah, also I have my yogurt here, so don't mind me when I take, this is vanilla yogurt and I really love yogurt lately. So as I give you the stories, I'll be sipping on it. So let me give you the story. Hey, so it was back then when I was still in school. I was in business school. Something happened. So I'm going to start, first of all, I'm going to start with this La Fresh. It's a facial scrub. This is just a kawaida facial scrub. And if you're a subscriber here and you watch my videos, you already know I like using this scrub, and I've used it so many times as I demonstrate here. It's actually apricot. It's an apricot skin tonic scrub. And I really love how it smells. I know I've said this so many times, but let me just repeat. For the new ones coming in, now you know. And also, if you're watching this video and you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit on the like button, share this video out, and also don't forget to drop a comment. I would really appreciate that. So I'm starting with this facial scrub. I'm going to scrub my face first. I'm glad I haven't been doing too much makeup lately, and again I was in the village, so there was literally no time for makeup. The climate is different, it's too hot there, and I just want to exfoliate. I was in business school. I had so many friends. I am usually a social person. If you've met me in person, I'm very social and I'm a happy soul. So at that time, we had a very nice classroom with very good students and very cooperative, by the way. Also, we had the best lecturers. I'm thinking of going back to school, maybe. It was always very good. It was always very wonderful, and I'm glad that I had that kind of experience and exposure, because it has done so much good to me. So there was this time when we were in that morning class, definitely on a weekday. We were having a morning class, and then as we were writing notes, usually lecturers dictate and then you write down the notes. And in the process, we had a newcomer come in. So by the time I could actually load what it was, I was still writing down. He sat down. I had not seen him very well, but I was able to notice that he was tall and very light. And he was looking attractive, I won't lie. He was looking attractive. So he got in, he got a seat and sat down. And again, you know how when you're new, sometimes you might think people are snobbing you, but you know you're new, people don't know you. And people approach newcomers differently. I know you all relate to that. So he came in, he sat, and it was all good. It was all good. So we stayed, the lecturer was there, we went on with the class. It was good and all. We wrote notes, time was up, and it was time for the lecturer to leave. This week he came, and the seat that was next to me was vacant. And he asked whether he could sit. I said, yes, sure. So he sat there. He wanted to catch up with the notes because he had just joined in a bit late. And when we had gone, I think the semester was gone almost halfway. I think it was gone almost close to halfway, and he needed to catch up with the schoolwork. He wanted to do everything else that he missed out. The assignments, he was lucky to be given that chance to actually complete his assignments. And he handed him over my notes, and he could catch up with them, sometimes read, also extra books, these textbooks he would read. Other times he would go to the library. So we just became friends, and he said anytime he got stuck, he used to come ask me questions. So that was that, and I realized this was a good friend, a very good friend. Okay, I'm done with my scrub, so I'm going to wash these off. I have washed my face dry, and it feels very smooth, very, very smooth. So now next, I'm going to use the Cosmo Charcoal Face Mask. Properties are deep pore cleansing, it tightens pores, removes excess oil, and it lifts away impurities and blackheads. And again, this is alcohol free. So for people with sensitive skin, at least you know there's something for you here. You can try Cosmo and then see how it goes. And unless you don't have like serious issues, at least try see a dermatologist first if you have a very serious case before you can actually do any of these face masks or the skincare, the rest of the skincare products. It's sticky and a bit messy. This is how it looks. Very sticky and cooling. Going by, before we knew it, it was already 3 months down the line, and we continued being the best of friends until one time when another lady, I think we should just give her name B, just give her letter B for the lady. So she wasn't really popular in school, even in class, because she would rarely talk. And I used to see her, but I never used to know her name. I just used to know her by seeing her in class and of course passing around. So it got to a point where we became friends to the point that he I don't know what happened. Things just clicked between us, and it got to a point where he now asked me if I could be his girlfriend. And in school, people don't take these things seriously because, of course, you don't expect anything much. And who was I to refuse? Because I had really waited for that. That's what I wanted. And even then, he was the cutest. I felt he was the, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. But also my friends would say he was the cutest in that class, honestly speaking. And he also had a very wonderful accent, deep voice, tall, So I was very impressed, and I said, that's very fine, and it was good. It smells very good. So I'll wait for this face mask to dry before I can start peeling it off. So we would help each other with assignments. Most times we'll even go to the library. We do research together. We study different things, and we would finish and then leave, go home or go back to class, probably for the next lecture. And then there was this lady that I'm telling you, the lady we just gave the letter B. B was always around, but I think B in a way was also interested in this new guy. And she used to the point that she used to dislike me. She just started to dislike me because she would stop talking to me. Because she used to sit close to me, she used to borrow my book, my exercise book, because of the notes. And she would use that every single time. I don't know where she used to be during class time taking notes. She was always never there, so she'd always ask me to give me her book so that she could take down notes. And then all of a sudden, after I noticed her like towards this guy, she stopped borrowing my books, she stopped talking to me. So she used to come, she even stopped sitting at that row that I used to sit. She used to sit somewhere else, and every morning she used to book a seat for this guy. So she would always call him. Every time he came through the door, she would always call him, come, you sit here. So she would always when she sits down, she would put a bag on her next seat so that nobody else sits. And then when the guy shows up, she will remove the seat and welcome him with a smile. So when I noticed that, I felt, this is interesting. This is very... I stopped talking to her also. I just avoided her, but there was no mother row. So I avoided her. I just used to do my own things, how I'm supposed to. And every time this guy would maybe leave after a short break and then he would come to talk to me, she would always feel bad, to the point she used to walk up to where he was and used to sit on top of the table. So we are talking and she's coming to interrupt the conversation, and she's even asking, what are you guys talking about? And then she will just start a conversation from nowhere, something that we cannot exactly relate, we cannot even relate to. I just didn't understand. So I just told the guy, I don't want this to look like we are fighting. This is not kindergarten. So I told him, I don't want us to look like we are fighting over you. I don't want it to look like we are fighting over you. I did not come here to do that. Please. So I just want to give you time with this girl. Please just hang out with her. I don't want problems. I don't want troubles. My life was going on so well, and I will just love for it to keep going on how it was. So after I spoke to him, he just played cool, And he also told me he didn't understand why that lady was acting the way she did. And probably, I think she didn't know, or maybe she knew. I don't know. But it was still fine with me. It was still fine with me. That wasn't a problem. So she used to know the times that we used to go to the library, because when we were leaving class, we would always carry the books and leave the bags behind. So she knew we're not going home. We're still around. And since we're carrying books, we're definitely going to the library, because doing assignments from the library was easier because we could research, and that would just help us finish the assignment very fast before going home. So she noticed that pattern, and she used to call him at that time. I'm stuck here. You know how business lessons usually have so many calculations, especially on this particular topic for financial management. So she would always say, you can be teaching me financial management at that time when people are leaving class, so that you can. And I think this guy doesn't know how to brush off someone, or probably doesn't know how to act around people in such a kind of a situation. So I don't know how they agreed on that. But we continued just being friends, just talking. Of course, not this lady B. So we were just minding our own business with this guy, and we would still work together when we were going to do our exams. We were still close. So one Saturday, this guy came to me and told me, this guy called me, because we never used to have classes on Saturdays. He called me and asked me if we could do a movie. He was not like that. We never used to go out during the weekends. After school, like I said, everyone would just go home. So he asked me whether we could do a movie. And I accepted. So we went for a movie on that Saturday. Everything was good. And we also did lunch. We did lunch first, and then we went to the movies afterwards. So, ouch. Wow. This peeling part is no joke. To the movies, and then we did lunch. We did lunch first before we went to the movies. It was very nice. We talked, we laughed, and then it was time for everyone to go home. That was on a Saturday. On Monday morning, when we were going back to school now, we were already in class. We were already in class after the lecture. So the lecturer walked out, and then he said, saying hi, how was your Sunday? Even though we had still spoken over texts, and he told me he was actually being prayed for on a Sunday with a sister. And then he mentioned something very, very interestingly weird to me. He said, I went to this mall, but why would a pastor pray for you at a mall? I don't know. Guys, maybe you can help me. Do we have malls around churches? It was very confusing to me. So he told me we were placed for hands. And since that time, I just feel that my life has really changed. My life has totally changed. So I asked him, so you were placed hands, just one sitting, but there's just some difference I'm feeling, some wholeness, because I feel like Christ is just here with me. With the way I had known this guy, I did not expect anything like that. I mean, he wasn't a bad person, but he will rarely talk about such things. Now he was feeling different. He feels like he's closer to God, which is a very good thing. And I was very happy for him. I told him, if you feel your life has transformed, I'm giving you all my full support. Yes, you need Christ. We all need Christ. And that's a very good thing. If you've changed up your mind and decided to switch to the right direction, and you feel you need Christ should be in your life right now, and we all feel that, definitely, but you took that initiative to go get prayed for, and now you feel even different. And it's good for you, because now you'll have to experience Christ, you'll have to experience salvation, blah, blah, blah. Now I was giving him my thinking while I was motivating him at the same time, because for sure I was happy about him. Only that to me, it just felt a bit, it felt a bit weird that he would tell me you only get placed hands on. And according to me, this guy wasn't even the kind that would actually appreciate that from a pastor. Please, at least, especially if it's not from a church. But anyways, we're not, who are we to judge? So, akaniambia, said that now I cannot do some. I feel like I cannot do some things, and that's why I've come here to talk to you. So I asked him, you cannot do some things, so you've come to talk to me? He said yes. Oh, okay. Things like what? Because at this point, where we had gotten, we had not even started doing things. So I wasn't understanding what things he was talking about. So I'm through with getting the mask, peeling the mask off. I still feel like I still have some small particles of them here. Yep. Okay, I think we're done. And it feels super, super, super smooth. Okay, it feels there's some whole lot of difference. There's some whole lot of difference. Purifying and detoxifying charcoal mask. It's a charcoal mask, hence the black color. So next I'm going now to start using the Garnier, and I have both of them here. There's the reducing toner. Gosh, I don't know if you can see. There is the daily pore reducing toner, and then there's this micellar cleansing water. This one really helps me, especially when I'm removing my makeup. It really helps because it removes very fast, and when you're using the matte type of lipstick, it also takes it off very fast, very fast. So I love this. It's very convenient when it comes to that. And for this one, okay, at the moment I don't know if I'll use it. What for? Maybe I'll just touch up a bit, because it's also a cleanser. Definitely, it's cleansing water. It's cleansing water, so I'll still use it to clean my face with. And then this other one is a reducing toner, and it's suitable for people who have oily skin. People who have oily skin benefit a lot from these. So I'm not saying only those should use, but anyone can use. But if you're an oily type person struggling with oily skin, sometimes this is the best for you. This is just a cleansing water. At the moment I don't have makeup, so it won't help me because of makeup. I'm doing it because it's a cleanser. So we're going to get to this one first, and this toner is the eucalyptus extract and zinc plus salicylic acid. Oily skin prone to imperfection, dermatologically tested. So this other one is just a cleanser. I'll use it. This one also has no alcohol. This one isn't indicated whether it has alcohol yet or not. Oh, it also eliminates shine. Exactly what I just said. It eliminates shine and it tightens pores. Someone's car. Bus, school bus. Kids are being dropped home. I always have to explain this. Background noise and all. I'm sorry. So yeah, it eliminates shine and it also tightens pores. Okay, that's another one with a bike, motorbike. Probably picking a student from school. Maybe. Next. Yeah, so I'm going to go with these ones, and then I see. And then we go to the next step. So in order for me to do this, I need the cotton wool, and I'm going to show you what I have. What I have here, I have these cotton wool balls. I have cotton wool balls from Tena. This is the package, and I've used some. It's almost out already, but I'll show you how they look like. It's just cotton balls. This is how they look like. They're just balls, cotton balls, like these inside. They're just packed like these inside. And then they fill up this whole pack. They fill up this whole pack. And then there's this other type of cotton that I just removed from the cover and placed it here. For me, it's easier to use when it's here. This is the Kawaida cotton wool. I'm sure you know this one. You all know this one. Sasa, if you asked me the difference between these two, I honestly don't know. I will not tell you because I don't know. All I know is that they're all cotton. All I know is that they're all cotton, and whether you use this one or this other cotton, honestly, there's no difference. There's no difference. They're still all cotton. I don't know. only that these are just bold. Probably I think with this one it's only easier because of the compartment, like it's compacted. And these ones you have to keep plucking it and sizing it for yourself. That's the only difference, but they're all still cotton and the same quality at that. Cotton is just cotton. There's no material for cotton, I guess. Yeah, so I'll begin with the cleanser, micellar cleansing water. Yes, so, hey, where were we? This guy had now started to creep me out completely because I thought I could take it. I thought I could take it after I started speaking about the pastor who now placed hands on him. And now that he feels transformed completely, that one I could take kabisa. I tried to take it. But now again, he's telling me he feels very different. Ever since that day, his life has completely changed. And he feels there are things he cannot do again. So I emphasized to understand that part because I honestly wasn't getting anything. And he explained it to me. He said, that's why I came here. That's why I'm sitting here with you right now, so that you can understand clearly what I'm talking to you about. So I was all ears. I paid so much attention to just understand what this guy was telling me. I was ready for drama now. I was just ready for anything at this point. So he started saying, since then, I just feel like I want to be closer to God. I mean, that's fine. How am I hindering that from happening? You can be as close to God as much as you want. So there's not much dirt. There's not much dirt. And it's very smooth. It's very smooth on face. I really like. So he started saying, he cleared his throat and explained further. Then he told me, the reason as to why I'm doing this is because I just want to tell you that we cannot continue having this thing going on. We cannot continue to be like this. We cannot continue. So, to me, I wasn't getting everything as it was. I don't know why he was speaking like in beats. He told me, we cannot continue doing this. We can't continue with what is going on. So I said, please explain further because I am not understanding what you're telling me. He said, I'm thinking we should just stop doing what we're doing. Like, we should stop. I don't want to be in a relationship. Like I said, the only relationship I want is with God. So I remember laughing. I remember I laughed first. And I told him, you're joking, right? This is a joke. And he said, no, I'm very serious. And I was laughing, but he was dead serious. He was dead serious. That's when I just realized there's something is just not right here. So I asked him, so you want to be closer to God, and you feel like by you doing that, you have to dedicate all your life, everything, have to stop everything that you've been doing different. Like, you completely, totally want to just be dedicated to God, to the church. I was just asking questions because where I wasn't understanding. But bottom line was, he just told me we cannot do this because now I'm saved. So I asked, oh, the eucalyptus burns. This one is like spirit. So if you'll have any wounds or any open areas around your ouch, any open areas around your face, this would actually feel like spirit because it's actually even getting to my eyes. It's very strong. It's very strong. But this is the mattifier. This is the mattifier. Oof. Man, this is strong. I think it's because of the flavor. It's eucalyptus, and we all know eucalyptus is just like mint. I think that's why. So I told him, if that's what you want, then I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. You can have your space. And yeah, you can go get committed to the church. But I kept asking myself, am I a devil worshipper? Am I a devil worshipper? Because even people who get saved, continue with their journey, and if anything they encourage their loved ones, partners, or whoever, they encourage them to actually join them in whatever they're doing. Get saved. It's good that God, we're experiencing God. And if there was anything, it just keeps up. It keeps on going. Nothing stops. Nothing and nothing ever stops. So to me, this felt very weird. So I just told him, if that is what you've decided to do, then that's fine. You can go your way. All the best in your journey as you discover Christ and you find your way to salvation. To me, it just came to me as a shock, because I have never had anything like that, and I've never been in such situations. Never had a story like that before also, but this is not even a story. This is a reality that happened to me. So he left me because he felt he wanted to go and get saved. That was the only reason, and that's why things weren't even adding up to me. You're leaving me because you want to go to the church. You cannot talk to me and see first if I'm interested in joining you. You don't want to ask if I can join you. You're just concluding that you're leaving the relationship because you want to go your way of salvation. So I told him, that's fine. That's fine. But now I kept asking myself, am I a devil worshipper? So he came to me to tell me that he's leaving me because, for anyone to do that, the first thing you'll think is if you are probably a bad influence to that person, or maybe you're just not in the bright side of the light. You're not on the light side, actually, because if they want to leave, and they're sure they want to leave and go to the salvation way, and they're telling you we have to stop this. I have never understood that, and up to date I still did not understand that. I cannot ask why and how are you doing this. I just did not understand, and that is just what he wanted. So I let him have it his way. So another time he even came with some buns. He used to come. He still used to come. It was so weird now. He used to come. Oh, before we continue, this is the Rouviers. I also had these. If you're also a subscriber and you've been watching my videos from last year, there was a time I did these products for Rouviers. I explained them and how you could get them. This is still part of the Rouviers, and it's the Restore Oil Serum. This is also for oily skin. You see how I always take care of you guys. I tell you where you can get these, So I'm still using that, and I use 1 to 2 drops because it's usually very strong. And again, we don't want to use too much oil. Tuanze hapa kushine, and we are trying to get rid of that excessive glow. Because now when it's excess, again, now it's something else. So I use this to finish my skincare, whatever. I use this to finish up all this process because it's a type of oil, and it has some very rosy scent. So I massage it on my face like this. I decided to finish my yogurt first before doing the lip balm. I had forgotten I was still taking it, but it's almost done. So that's how I was left hanging with my life, thinking without solutions, and I let somebody's son go to salvation how he wanted to. And I thought I should share this story with you guys today so that you know that you could also be left for salvation one time. Take care. That you could also be left for salvation one time. Take care. See you guys in the next video. I hope you subscribe if you're new. I hope you share this video out. Please share this video out. You will have really saved me a lot. And thank you so much for watching it up to the end. If you've gotten to this point, thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks a lot. So share it out to your friends, family, and also drop a comment. Guys, please drop a comment. Just drop a comment. and like, subscribe, and I'll see you next on our next video. So until next time, guys, bye.